right, welcome to One Message and a Bottle Tarot. My name is One and I am your spiritual advisor. Hello and welcome back to all my beautiful messengers. We love retrograde. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. Welcome to One Message and a Bottle Tarot. My name is One and I am your spiritual advisor. Welcome back to all my beautiful messengers all around the world in your respective places. I appreciate and love you so very much for every single thing that you do. Number one, being a subscriber, liking my videos, sharing my content, connecting with me in the comments because I do love to hear from you. All the love that you show through your tips and donations are very, very much appreciated. If you're new here, you're more than welcome to stay and join our psychic family. I would definitely love to have you here. So please make sure you log in and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you do not miss a thing. Also do me a favor and like this video, all right? When you like the video, it helps to put my beautiful psychic messages out into the world for people to hear and to heal. Also, when you give the video a thumbs up, it helps to promote my psychic readings in the YouTube algorithm. Let these folks know that I am working, all right? Now, you may book a psychic reading for yourself. All the information will always be found in the bio, okay, below. You send your payment. You screenshot it, you send me an email, you leave your questions, all right, and I deliver your reading within 72 hours, okay? Those of you that are liking zodiac predictions, they will always be found on the Patreon. I am working on April's now. I will let you guys know when they are uploaded. So a lot of people want to know, like, how can I donate and give? You can just sign up to Patreon for your monthly. That is another way, okay, to get a reading. Those of you that want advice on your love life, sign up to the channel membership. I have made some adjustments for you, okay? Just made it so everybody can get a little something on the side from me, all right? So that's there. So many ways to show love and give. Of course, there are icons all across your screen to support me and the channel's work. Either way, I am just so happy to have you here. All right. That being said, these readings are for God's purposes only, but let the receipts and the records show that I know what I am talking about. The receipts and records will always be in the description box. All right. That being said, all right, let's do a collective message today. I'm receiving a lot of intuitive channeled downloads, all right, and I've heard today, and I feel like it's collective, but I'll be speaking to divine feminine and divine masculine, all right. However, the energy resonates for you, right? But I'm hearing evil prevails when good men do nothing, and that's karma. Evil prevails when good men do nothing, and there is your karma as the teapot. Okay, let me get it. All right, I got to hide my biddies. So ultimately, the channeled energy, okay, and taking into account the tea kettle, okay, going up, and also I had some cakes, all right, in the oven, and I removed them so they wouldn't get scorched. So I brought it up a level, all right. Someone in relation to you is feeling the heat, okay? They are feeling the bite back of karma, okay? Because they weren't obedient when God gave them instructions regarding you. And those instructions have to do with, what did I just say? Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. All right. So it's the energy of you crossed someone's path, you entered someone's life for a reason and purpose. God led you to this person, right? And instead of being tapped in and tuned in into why you were showing up in their life, they treated you as a trivial thing when they were given blatant instructions, okay, for whatever God wanted them to do in regards to you, all right? And because these good men did nothing, okay, evil prevailed. And I feel that is a strong message for divine masculine energy when it comes to divine feminine energy. Also, something about carnality, taming yourself. All right. I'm also feeling that scripture when it comes to the shepherd was not guarding the sheep, and that's how the wolf was allowed, okay, in to kind of ravish and cause chaos, okay? For some of you masculines and some of you feminines, again, you cross the paths of certain masculines in your life, and God gave them an instruction and assignment when it came to you. They were supposed to do X, Y, and Z. And for whatever reason, okay, they pretended that I heard they pretended, they said, did you hear something? Okay, that's what they said. You hear something? God was talking to them. They was like, you hear something? All right. Or just outright ignored it, or their ego just allowed them again to treat your presence, the connection, as a tawdry thing. And because they chose to mishandle you like that, now they are experiencing some form of karma. There's also, again, this energy where I feel there's a lot of projection, and you may be experiencing these people, whether it's masculine or feminine, whoever this person or these people are, okay? A lot of projection coming your way because they are experiencing karma. You hear it, right? They are experiencing karma, and instead of taking accountability, all right, for being a disobedient to God when it came to you, and I'm hearing outright, some were told to leave you alone. All right. Some were told to assist, okay, if you were in trouble. Others were told to leave you alone if they were causing trouble. Again, right? Is that the timer? Let me see. Cover my business then. So many downloads. And so there's a lot of projection because they are receiving this karma because they didn't follow the instructions, right? And so now that they are feeling the heat of this karma, they are asking, okay, like it's too hot, all right? So at first when you heard the bells, the alarm go off, I moved it from one level to another, okay? A lot of weather, okay, their karma gets redistributed. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing me back. Okay. So a lot of these people, because they treated your presence, okay, as a trifle thing, all right, they may have, again, if they were told to assist you, they watched you struggling. They watched you, fighting for your life or whatever, okay? For some people, God outright told these people, like, help this person. And they were like, 911. I just saw that. Go look, go rewind it back, right? And again, for others of you, they were told to leave you alone. These were people who silently to themselves, okay, wished some type of karma on you. Those that were told to leave you alone wished some type of karma on you, whether it was to hope you fail, end up broke, end up homeless, losing this, losing that, never having an opportunity, never having a love on your life. Oh, here we go. Bring it back. Okay. That evil eye energy, right? And because of that, a lot of them are experiencing the very things that they spoke over you, or in regard to if they were supposed to intercede, because they didn't intercede on your behalf. Okay. They are reaping a lot of the karma that they consciously or unconsciously sowed in your life or projected on to you. All right. Some, whether they find relief in this karma, in this kind of reversal energy, is all dependent on God and their obedience. All right. Because just because they chose to ignore it does not mean that the instruction still doesn't stand. Right. So they are seeking relief. The kitchen is hot. They want to get out of the kitchen. They want to get out of the oven, like those boys in the lion's den, right? You may have had people who have thrown you into the lion's den, and instead of, because they wanted you to humble you, so to speak, right? With this karma, I hope this and this happens. They're taking joy in your misfortune, right? And they know that you're in the lion's den. They know that you're in the fire, and they just watching like, oh man, look at that. Knowing God put a word in their ear to intervene on your behalf, right? But instead of you being swallowed up, all right, what does this says? When they looked in, okay, with the boys in the fire, okay, when they looked in, they saw, okay, the angels dancing around and covering and protecting them. When they rolled back the tomb and they was expecting to see homeboy dead in there, okay, with the lion, okay, they saw the lion sitting up there. He's sitting up there like, okay. And so that is happening now. A lot of people who were given instruction to intercede on your behalf in some area of misjustice, all right, and they were content to just sit back and just be like, wow, look at that. They look like they're going through it over there. Wow, damn. Sure hate it, right? When God told them to help you or intercede. Now, okay, they can't take what they expected you to smile through. They can't take, all right, what they expected you to just deal and get over it. And so God says, oh, that's how you deal with my child. All right, well, let's see how you do. All right. A lot of people that watched you going through fighting for your life, all right, and just thought like, whatever, now they're being thrown into the fire. Now they are being thrown into the lion's den. And baby, when I tell you, they are running for their lives, okay? Here, a lot of whether they find relief. You saw the second bell. All right. So these people are being given a second opportunity to obey God when it comes to whatever instruction they were giving regarding you, right? So you heard that second alarm went off, right? And so when I went, instead of removing whatever I had put in the oven, I put it on the warmer, right? So the heat is still there. It's not intense, blazing at them, but they're still in the hot box, okay? So that's kind of what it's done. Amazing, right? How when you were fighting for your life and begging for some relief, and the flames were scorching your face and you were getting singed, how these people whom God told to intercede on your behalf watched you like, damn, I hope they can put some makeup on that. Like, damn, they getting fucked up, right? Those very people aren't even getting a pinky finger of what you have been put through and subjected to, yet they are crying. They are running for their lives. They are begging for relief, okay? This is what I am hearing. That relief is all dependent on them being obedient when it comes to what God told them regarding you. It still stands. just because you ignored it, pretended like you didn't hear it, okay, said, I can't do that. I'm hearing made up an excuse. I have this and I have that. Your earthly commitments and contracts are of no consequence when it comes to whatever God told that person to execute and do on your behalf. Now, when it comes to, this is all channeled energy. Don't worry about the cards. When it comes to divine masculine's energy, okay, in regards to divine feminine, a lot of times what they will do is they will hit them in their finances, okay? And I was just breezing by and I got the craziest download, all right, where there were certain people whom, for one, divine masculine, I can say, if a goddess intercepts your path, okay, or happens to cross your pathway, when you cross pathways with a goddess, or for some, even an oracle, okay, she is not there for shits and giggles, right? Not at all, right? And I feel like that is the energy, or people encountered you and maybe they felt like, oh, this is just a normal interaction. This is just a normal person. They treated you like anyone else they would meet on the street, passerby. But intuitively, they knew deep in their belly, deep in their heart, and I'm hearing for some in their throat, for some when they crossed your paths, or when they laid eyes upon you, like their breath kind of caught in their throat. They knew something was different, yet they continued to proceed as if you were a normal whatever, right? And so now these people are looking back, or they are being led back to the beginning of the interaction, the beginning of when they were first introduced to you, when they first came to know you, right? And now they are understanding, all right? There are certain energies, okay? And again, goddesses, oracles, soulmates, twin flames, love of a lifetime, all right? When you know, okay, you can't treat them as a trifle thing. So a lot of people are going back and they are like, they get it now, okay? And you may have even felt some type of way. Okay, everybody is on a different path. Everybody is moving at different speeds, but you may have interacted with this person, all right? Especially if you are empath, or you are more spiritually inclined during this than this person. And I'm also hearing during this season, right? Because if you are an oracle, a goddess, or an empath, when God places you in the path of someone that is supposed to be in your life for whatever reason, a lot of times, okay, your hands are bound. Especially for spiritualists, it's like God will say, you're allowed to do this, but you're not allowed to do that. You're allowed to speak and reveal this, but you're not allowed to speak and reveal that, because it's important that this person's authentic will is revealed, okay? They have a choice, they have a decision to make. So you can't say anything to kind of manipulate that in any way, all right? They were given an instruction, all right? And then they had the free will to either do right by you or either ignore the instruction of God, all right? And again, you may have felt some type of way, like, why don't they get it? Why don't they understand that I am here for a reason? Okay, there is like when, where, how. And, especially in the energy of divine masculine, a lot of times it's ego, okay? If you were raised to believe that women are just here for your pleasure, for your entertainment, or for your whatever, okay, it could be chauvinism that allowed them to kind of dismiss you and not question, why is this particular person here in my life? Why has this person been brought to my attention? And for some, even after, okay, they received confirmation after confirmation revelation after revelation, when it came to you, they still chose to proceed in a karmic manner, right? All right, we have crowd and we have deception. So I go back to my thesis, all right? Evil prevails when good men do nothing. I don't know where my cheat sheet is. Here. All right. Yeah, and the tower. Okay. It's no laughing matter. All right. We have the smiley face and finances. And I said, particularly when it comes to divine masculines, a lot of them who were given divine assignment when it comes to you. Okay. Divine feminine. And they may have laughed. Okay. Maybe they laughed in your face. All right. Whatever is happening to them and their finances, now it's no laughing matter. A lot of these people who, number one, chose to disregard God's instruction towards you, continue to be disobedient, okay, when it came to you, all right, are experiencing karma, okay, public, okay, very public, okay, instances of karma and tower moments, okay. Here, the truth of the matter is, because I have lazy and deceptive, that they were given instructions regarding you, all right, but some they may have just been afraid, okay, to do the work, because the work would have required them to tap into their higher self, when it's easy, okay, to remain in your karmic type of energy, all right. A lot of the humiliation that um, you experienced, okay, publicly, okay, and you dealt with that pain privately, okay, and these people who were given instructions regarding you were also a witness to that, are experiencing in some form or manner the very same things, and a lot of them are praying. Here's temperance. You see, with the tea and the hot tea in the kettle, okay, a lot of people are praying to their angels and ancestors for the first time in their lives, because the level of karma, okay, they are experiencing is more, okay, than they can bear. Listen, we have the temperance and the devil. All right. And again, I say with that masculine and feminine energy. All right. Here, a lot were given instructions regarding you. And instead of taking this leap, okay, with the Fool for this new beginning, a lot of them did, all right, leave you or left you for dead in a lot of situations, okay. Now, a lot of them are seeing rejuvenation and renewal in your life, okay? And they are experiencing the very public humiliation, okay? A downfall, all right? That they delighted in, or kind of snarkled. When I say snarkle, okay, snickered, okay? When it came to you, all right? A very public fall from grace, okay? Clarify this temperance card and this crowd. Page of Wands, okay? Opportunity, new beginnings, 8 of Wands, all right? 6 of Cups. Now they want to make amends for the past, because they are having trouble, okay, manifesting in this lifetime in the future, okay? And it's going to be hard, particularly for a lot of feminine energies, as much as it probably pains you to see these things happening, because I even had to take an account, and I was like, I know God put me in the pathway of this person, and that person. And I have seen publicly, okay, how God, my ancestors, and angels have dealt or are dealing with these people. And it's nothing to take delight in, but it drew a correlation. A lot of you feminines, or a lot of you, will have revelations. Like, you'll just look up and you will say, wow, when you thought, okay, God wasn't hearing your prayers, when you felt like nothing was moving, nothing was shaking, when you felt like you were just getting dragged for dear life and you were just out there by yourself, the heavens, the spirit realms, your angels are always moving, okay, and snatching wigs accordingly. All right. And they had to show me, it's just like, none of your prayers are in vain. Okay. Nothing that you pray is in vain. And we're always protecting you from things that are seen and also things that are unseen. And what was shown to me were specific individuals where at some point they were given instruction regarding me, okay, 9 times out of 10 to be an intercessor. And when they ignored, disobeyed, or again treated me or you as a trivial thing, okay, there is a very public tower moment, all right, a very public moment of them experiencing karma. Now that they get it, now I feel like God and your angels have a lot of people's attention when it comes specifically to you. And now they have this kind of fire, okay, under their ass, because they want to get out of the oven. The oven was good enough for you. The lion's den was good enough for you. The fiery furnace was good enough for you, but they can't take it. So you will, especially with this retrograde season coming through, you will see a lot of people putting that action behind, coming to amend things when it comes to you and stepping up to obey the instruction that God gave them, all right, when it comes to you. A lot of these people, here's the lover's energy and this devil, all right? A lot of people felt like they had a choice. They thought they had a choice, but there is no choice when God gives you instruction. And with this devil energy, that's whether you believe or not, right? Because for some, they feel like, oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. I don't do all that. But maybe you are the believer, okay? It says in the Bible that every knee shall bow. So a lot of these people made the mistake in feeling like they heard the word of God, but they felt like because they didn't believe in their hearts, because they didn't have allegiance to God, maybe they had allegiance to the devil or whatever. They said, oh, that don't apply to me. Okay, who are you talking to? They said, what you doing over here talking to me? I don't pray to you. I don't know you. I don't go to church. I don't do that. I don't do that. A lot of them are now figuring out, oh, but baby, it don't. Oh, but baby, you do. Okay, but baby, you do. All right, and they are feeling this. All right, a lot of them and their finances with this Knight of Pentacles and this Five of Cups. I'm hearing a desperate times call for desperate measures. And again, for some, with this Lover's card and this Devil's card, they've been obsessing, okay, over why am I having various troubles. I'm hearing taxes. Somebody might get like a hefty tax bill, or an astronomical fee or something like that, or the finances come to a grinding halt, all right, and they're obsessively within their own power and energy trying to figure out the correlation of what's going on, and nothing is working. And for some, they are finally coming to the realization that it has everything to do with the instruction regarding you, okay? That they dealt with you with a heavy hand when God told them to intercede, all right, and walk into the light in regards to you, okay? A lot of them are now figuring out, okay, that whatever karma, okay, is being enacted upon them will not lift, okay. It's kind of like a storm or a hurricane, okay, that just kind of sits over an area. When you hear that on the weather, they're just like, oh, it just sat there for about a good 20 minutes fucking up shit. That's kind of what's happening to a lot of people because they didn't obey God regarding you. And for a lot of men, they care about finances, they care about structure, they care about stability. So that is the thing that God has used to get their attention. All right. Do not be surprised. All right. If you find a lot of them they could be overindulging in drinking, all right? Because when a man money or when somebody money ain't right, they go into depression, right? They're finally putting that two and two together, all right? A lot of them, while they were watching you kind of be unbalanced, all right, when it comes to things that were happening in your life. For some, they would point and show anybody you struggling and kind of floundering, all right, for stability. They will point this out to anyone that, would listen, all right. A lot of them are feeling like a fool for doing so, for showcasing you in your hard times. I put a post up the other day on Twitter, and I ran across this saying is, I will never forget who gave me a hard time while I was already having a hard time. A lot of these people that you met and they felt like, it was just whatever, okay? Here, they gave you a hard time when you were already going through. They said things, or they did things, or they put you in these situations. They gave you these challenges, these hardships when you your knees were already bleeding, skin ripped apart. All right, you done crawled over barbed wire. You had already been getting it out the mud, and some of them kicked you dead in your face and said, get out again. All right, that's this energy here. All right, a lot of them with this full energy, okay, and wanting to kind of get over this hump. We have the World card, the Knight of Wands, are realizing that a lot of them didn't really take the time to slow down and again assess, all right, why you were being placed in their pathway. All right, a lot of you were placed in certain people's pathway because should they have interceded on your behalf, again, it's like I'm hearing a win-win. All right, you win by doing whatever God told you to do in regards to me, and I win because you obeyed God. That's what this is, right? With this Knight of Wands and this World card energy, because they didn't move, because they didn't obey, now a lot of them, all right, are experiencing the same stuck, stagnant, trapped energy and judgment that they watched you be in for years because of their disobedience, okay, when it came to you. It's amazing how a lot of people, the very people that will sit and they were like, oh, yeah, they're going to be down and out forever. They're going to be bonded and in bondage forever. They're going to be oppressed forever. They're going to be broke forever. They're going to be da-da-da. When again, God gave these people a word, all right, to move on your behalf, set this captive free so you could freely run your race, all right? Because they didn't intercede, now they are in the same box. A lot of them will find themselves in the same box or the same grave, all right, that they so-called left you, all right, to die in, all right? 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups, okay? Here, now you are moving on, okay? 6 of Swords, sorry, with this 8 of Cups. and this Ace of Wands. Okay. So many people went back to where they left you, expecting you to be like this here. All right. Only to look up and see you moving down the road. Look at you with your instructions here given by God. All right. Look at you with your instructions moving forward. Because whatever they decided to do, once God allowed that specific time period, all right, and you may have been in a holding, okay, waiting for this person, okay, to obey whatever instructions here. They didn't move on your behalf. And God was like, listen, I didn't really need them, no way. All right. And so a lot of you will find yourself experiencing this major breakthrough, okay, in front of the very people that judged you, okay. God didn't really need them to do it. All right. And again, there's that ego thing, right? I never needed you to do it, but I did instruct you to do it. Now, because you didn't do it, now you are stuck. Now, these people, these very people that were given instruction, okay, to move on your behalf, maybe in a situation where you couldn't see your way out, couldn't find, all you needed was somebody to reach down and say, here, all right? They didn't want to do that. Now they find themselves in that very same box. All right. Then God, what he does is he turns around and he spins the block and he gives you your new instructions. He opens the roadway. All right. Tells you to get up, dust yourself off, pick up your mat, and go ahead and go and tell these people on the road, on the way, the goodness of the Lord. Now here you are that God has released you, okay, from this contract. And here you are looking back at them. All right. Look at the storm sitting over these people. Okay. This is the energy, okay, that's happening now. All right. A lot of people are about to, while they're sitting there with this kind of hurricane and this storm of karma, sitting over them, sitting over their life, all right, because they didn't move on your behalf and because they won't move until they still, and the crazy part is, regardless if you're doing good or bad, they still have to obey, okay? So it's like they're going to sit there, all right? They still have to obey. These very people are going to be sitting in the karma that they laughed that you would always be in while you walk into the best era of your life with this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands. These are the very things people spoke to with that evil eye. Oh, they'll never be in love. They'll never get married. They'll never have that job. They'll never have that house. They'll never have the family. They're never going to travel the world. They're never going to have any friends. They're never going to have people who go up for them and protect them. They're never going to smile again. Who? Them? Yes, you're going to walk into the very thing, all right, that people try to curse, okay, you out of here, all right. Now they realize hermit mode and the sun, okay, what a revelation, what a revelation. Okay, hindsight is 2020, okay? But I want you to be encouraged that while you will see these people experiencing, karma and towers, it's going to take everything in you, all right? Not to try and reach out and intercede and kind of soften the blow, but I'm here to remind you, you've been given your instructions. Six of Swords, to move away from danger. How we would say growing up, when somebody does something right and they know that it's wrong, they know that, it can have catastrophic consequences. They know that it's, evil and devilish, and you'd be like, ooh, let me get out the way so when God strike you down, he don't get me. Those are your instructions, all right? You're going to hear and you're going to see about these people who laughed at you, who mocked you, who ignored the call of God on them to intercede on your behalf. They're going to be experiencing all of these public tower moments and downfalls. Your job is to keep your eye on the promises of God here, okay? You've come a long way. You have done the work here with this shadow energy. All right, here. Now I want you to enjoy the revelation. Now I want you to enjoy, okay, the sun on your face as God shines down all of these blessings, all right, that are coming for you. Total wish fulfillments in front of the very people, again, that were just fine to let you. Okay, give me some final and closing thoughts here. Yeah, and my voice kind of shake because, again, I feel like a lot of these people are putting two and two together. Like, wow, before this person X, Y, and Z, I heard from God, I ignored, I blew them off. They may have even made fun of you. And now they're looking like, wow, look, I'm here. Yeah, look at what ignoring God, okay, cost me. All right. Closing thoughts. Evil prevails when good men do nothing. All right. And the title suggests to me that some part of these men had to be good. All right, whether you met them and they were in karmic energy, you were speaking to their higher self. All right, maybe they didn't feel like they were good. Maybe they felt like they were cursed, but your presence, okay, in their life was a higher calling, okay, to their good nature. So it makes me believe that if not then, at one time, God was trying to remind them. And I did a reading, I think it was for divine masculine. So maybe this is part 2. It's somewhere back there. And you used to be good men, or at one time you were good men. I feel like this is part 2. When good men do nothing, evil prevails when good men do nothing. All right. Because these guys, again, who by nature, I'm hearing by birth, God called them a good thing. Maybe they lost their way, okay, along the life's path. But by them meeting you and being intercepted and crossing paths with you, that was their pivotal point, okay, for everything to change, for them to return, okay, to their good nature as this good man, this good person, and they chose to stay in karmic devil energy. All right. Yeah. And now they're mad. All right. We have salty and we have cashier. So again, a lot of these people, just be aware if you're wondering, like, well, where are these projections, or where is this energy coming from, or why are they? Because a lot of them are experiencing tower moments in their finances. All right. And some of them are finally connecting it to how they disobeyed God regarding you. All right. Either way, let's keep everybody in prayer. 1.